Oh, it's a meesty Saturday. It's a meesty Saturday. Anybody that's tuning in is qualified and are in the running of being the meest one day. It could be the year 3000, the year 4000, the year 5000, but you're in the running if you do show up to this podcast.
We didn't say you are automatically bestowed that great honor tonight just by pulling up. However, does it put you in an advantageous position, brother?
You're closer to being the meest by joining than not joining to be it. But you guys get it. You understand what's going on. It's a gimmick, but it's a gimmick we take very seriously.
And the goddamn closest you will ever be. Will be. People are like, I was gonna stay, but now I'm leaving.
Look at exactly now I'm going. Yo, what's going on? Wheel 5 Stud Muffin in the building, pulling up first. What's going on? Good evening, happy Saturday. How are you, my friend? How's your family? What's going on, brother?
Johan, always good to see you, brother. A lot going on in the wrestling world. This is not the wrestling podcast. If you pulled up for that, we can always get into it, but that's not what we're here for. But love you guys. Always appreciate everybody who pulls up from people from all over the world. It's always awesome to see everybody. A lot going on in the world, man. It's Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow, and is that a white person only thing? Evan, our African American friends and family, do they say Sunday, Wednesday, or is that just something that white people have adopted over the years?
I think it's regional. So I do believe you can get wrapped into it as well. I don't want to absolve my people. Oh, let me tell you a story before we get started. This is a good funnel-in story. This is a good funnel-in story. And I know we're doing race relations later, but this still is good, and it's kind of interesting. So we're walking. So Heidi's visiting for a few days. She's doing makeup for somebody's wedding.
Great Heidi Mack.
Look, Alexandra said, white people say that? Listen, your people say that, Lex. Stop playing with me in these streets.
Wednesday. Hey, Saturday. Oh, come on, Alex.
Oh, my God, yeah. Oh, God. Yoons, and you know what I mean? Come on now. Stop playing with me now. Yeah. So listen, check it. We're walking around. I wanted to take her down to Chinatown. We're going to go get some ramen and stuff like that. Get the ramen. That's cool. Then I want to take her to this new spot. Even though she's lived there way longer than me, I wanted to tell her there's a spot they opened up that got a whole bunch of stuff that she probably likes that she probably hasn't seen yet. And I was right. So we're walking and we're strolling. And Alexis doesn't get much whiter than I have I have never. Yo, Samoan Watchman, my tribal chief. Hey, man, why did they forget my name on that family tree? I need to call a tribal meeting, man. What's up with that? That's my thoughts exactly. The tribal chief that I recognize was not on the bloodline tree, and I will have words, brother. But I will not be questioning any Samoan in their decisions because they are very big and they're well put together, and I don't want smoke. But anyways, listen. So we're walking, bro, minding my business, and boy, I tell you, when I'm with my damn wife, minding my business. Ooh, it better be something very spectacular. If you're going to bike, excuse me, brother, it better be, boy, you better be handing me some money or something. Because I'm telling you, there's a finite amount of time I have to spend quality time with the ball and chain. And sure enough, this brother walks up on me when he has a puppy on his tummy. He's holding a puppy in a puppy carrier. This poor puppy's dangling, just dangling. He's black. Jordan, what was the breed of the dog? He's black. What was the breed of the dog?
What
was the breed of the dog?
A pit bull?
All right, then. Moving on. So, it was holding a pit bull puppy. He had another brother with him with a camera. He's like, a moment of your time. Do you mind talking to me about a few things? And I was like, oh, it's for my YouTube channel. Oh, you're growing the channel? Look, Lex said, Pitbull, we're done here. Listen, he goes, it's for my YouTube channel. I go, oh, yeah, brother, I'm always down to help somebody out for somebody's YouTube channel. He's like, cool. So he starts talking. Within 15 seconds, I go, oh, okay, this is going to be a problem.
Well, now I want to know your reaction to this and what happened to you. I don't care about this a-hole.
Okay, so he goes, first he starts talking to me, and he's like, he talks to Heidi. He's like, what race are you? And Heidi's like, I'm half white, half Filipino.
Did he say it like that?
Yes. Yes. Heidi's on the chat. Heidi, what'd he say? He goes, I'm half white, half Filipino. And he goes, which side accepted your race more? The white side or the Filipino side? And Heidi, without hesitation, was like, it's kind of odd for me because my whole family is white. And yeah. So put it like this, she's basically keeping it real and being like, yo, my white side is the side that I had here. Them. And immediately that is not with the agenda that he wanted. That didn't go with his agenda. His agenda was he wanted her to say that the white people shunned her for being half. And when Heidi didn't give him that, he forced a narrative. I go, oh, bro, are you asking us questions or you want to get to a race thing? He's like, and what about you? And then I'll start telling him a story. I'm like educating him about it. It's like, oh, listen, when I was in school, the black people hated Heidi because she was with me. He's like, oh, that's because you were tall and popular and stuff like that. I go, wait, what? I said, bro, I'm trying to tell you something here. I go, they hated Heidi just because she wasn't black, period. I go, my point is, what you're trying to do, I said, what you're getting at is black people can't be prejudiced. I go, and that's not true. That's not true. And he was like, no, I'm just saying. I go, oh, I know what this is. I know what you're asking people. You're from the realm that only white people are racist. People of color can't be racist. I go, if we're doing that, bro, what were you doing here? Yeah, Lex, the thing about it is you said, but I wasn't tall. I was tall and popular. Yeah, but was I though? What was I though? I don't remember it like that, Lex. I really don't. I remember it as a whole bunch of people always talking shit. And I always remember being a kid that our parents still didn't have money and I couldn't even afford proper clothes. I never understood that kind of popularity. Like I used to hang out with the nerds. You know what I mean? The reason why they hated on my Heidi Mack is because she was not one of the anointed people in the black circle. Point blank, period. She wasn't anointed. She was not the chosen. And this dude was going on a rant being like, oh, trust me. So like the white people like shunned you. I go, no, no. And he was like, I find that hard to believe. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, well, God.
Apparently he knows a lot about your life more than you and Heidi do, in fact. So that's impressive right off the bat. That guy, clairvoyant.
I followed his thing. I follow him on Instagram. I'll send it to you. I'm gonna send you his Instagram. I think I'm gonna send all y'all his Instagram. I'm gonna send you his Instagram, and you're gonna see he follows somebody else who is half Korean, half white, right? Mm-hmm. And he edited the video, and he was like, "Who'd you get more racism from? Your white side or your Korean side?" And the guy, without hesitation, was like, "The white side gave me the most love. The Koreans didn't like me." He was like, "What?" He was like, "Yes." He's like, yes. He's looking for white people to be wrong in this scenario. If you're not getting the theme right now, brother.
Sick content on that channel for sure.
So dope. So dope. I go, oh, you're not trying to figure out what makes this country tick. You're trying to figure out how many white people still don't like black people and people of color. Got it. Just say that. Just say that.
I think I had a pretty interesting perspective, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because of course you know your own life better than outsiders ever could. Imagine that as a concept. But I think a lot of people saw you as someone who was flashy and exciting, and if they could get close to you, just in case you make it to the NBA or you started doing your music thing and anything ever popped off, they could be part of that wave, as they call it. And you had every time there was a gym with a game going on that Evan Mack was going to be a part of, all the people from the rival school, all the people from Carlisle came because somebody might dunk on somebody, and it's going to be an exciting atmosphere. And people are going to want to know, is Evan going to make it to the next level in something? He's a pretty charismatic guy. There's a lot of energy around him. He's a good athlete. There's something going on here. I want to be a part of this. But if I'm not part of that, or if I don't feel like I can relate to him for whatever reason, I can't wait to just tear him down. And I will say this, to that point, I'll add this. A lot of people talk shit about you in our town, and I was lucky enough to be friends with people of all race, colors, and creeds. I heard more from the black side than the white side, but I did hear both.
Okay.
I did hear both. And the black people, I will say also, conversely on that was more pettiness and bitterness of, I don't think I can do that. So rather than congratulate, let me hate. And the white people that said it, I think we know what they were doing, which is ultimately probably more detrimental.
Yeah,
there's always a racial element, let's be honest, but
yeah,
neither one's healthy, dude. And by the way, this is a kid that we're talking about at the time.
Yeah, see, no, that's what everyone wants to gloss over. What I started reflecting upon as I started getting older about all this kind of hate, I was a kid, man. I'm a 15, 16-year-old, man, and don't let nobody tell you that's not a child, man. That's a child, legitimately. Like, damn, there was grown-ups hating on a child. I have to you have to put things in perspective here. That's wild. Simone Watchman, I have African customers. They are super direct. Yeah, that's a different level, different story for a different day. The African disconnect, that is wild, even though they wouldn't be able to progress in this country without us paving the way. But I don't want to get started on that. It was just weird to see a young kid. He was young too. That has an agenda. If you want to do something and you want to start a dialogue, you literally ran into two people that have transcended all the things you're talking about. You needed to have a real conversation, but you didn't want to have a real conversation. You want Whitey to be bad, and I will not let you do that. I won't let you do that. I won't. As a black man, I will never let you be like, white people are bad. Black people can't be racist. That's bullshit. I go, black people can be pretty prejudiced. And he goes, yeah, I didn't say, black people can't be racist. I said, I didn't say racist. I said prejudice. He goes, prejudice, racism, same thing. I go, what?
No way.
No way. I said they're prejudiced. Don't misconstrue. I said black people can be prejudiced towards other races. I'm not breaking news here. What the hell? Jay, come on, bro. So it was really weird, man. I hate wasting my time like that, bro.
Yeah, but you and I and everybody who patronizes this program is going to have an open dialogue, and that's the most important thing in the world. That's the reason that the world doesn't progress. The reason relationships fail is always that lack of communication. And why people are so afraid to have direct conversations, I don't know. It's like, I'm afraid to offend somebody, but I just made a passive aggressive comment that I basically hate this person. But you're afraid to offend the person that you hate? Or why do you even care about someone that you don't know? People put so much emphasis in the opinions of people that they don't even know and will never see again.
Ooh,
so I don't know. Yeah. So I don't understand. Like Gabe had, I coached Gabe's basketball team tonight, and you know, it was a heated game against a former coach, and the parents all know each other. And I tell the kids every week, like, go hard, try to win for that hour that we're there. Our only goal is to win and to play hard and hopefully learn something. But after the game, you let it go and you don't let it fester within you.
Yeah.
Gabe's eating ice cream cake right now. He doesn't give a damn.
You and I are terrible on the basketball court.
Yeah.
You and I are some assholes on the basketball court.
And I'm going to try to learn from it, move on, and be better next time. But I'm also not going to let it consume my life. Like,
we're assholes, but competitive assholes. And when the game's over, we're fine. But I'm just going to keep it real. Heidi goes, how many times have I been the cooler person once they realized my husband was black? See, don't get me started on this. Like, Heidi has experience, and we're trying to tell you, she had experiences where, like, she's serving people and they're being okay towards her. And then all of a sudden I would like walk in to like drop her off something. And then next thing you know, like one of her black customers, like the next day she worked in, he was like, hey, yo, girl, what's up? Heidi's like, what the hell? She could not figure out like what changed. She's like, he's always okay to me. Why is he? She goes, oh my God, my husband was in there like that day before. Like, think about that. If you don't think that's a form of prejudice, what the hell is it? What the hell is it? She's like, he was never nicer to her after that. He was like obsessed with her after that. That by proxy. By proxy, bro.
Are we ignorant enough as a people in this country that we still think like, okay, we know it doesn't mean the same thing, but if we're lumping it together for argument's sake only, if prejudice and race is the same thing to some people, do we still think that means there's like someone sitting on a rocking chair like, I hate those people because of the color of their skin? I don't think it works like that, and I don't know that it ever. It's like, I fear what I don't understand.
Facts.
I can't relate to. I am so ignorant and unaware that I even sound like a bigot or a dickhead, that it's so over my head, and I'm so uneducated in my own little bubble, haven't seen the outside world or the outskirts of Carlisle, past the Carlisle Diner and past Walmart on the other side, that I don't even know. It goes on past Newville, Pennsylvania. I think that's where a lot of, and the word prejudice is so much more appropriate. And we talked about it before, like, just even if it's just crossing the street to avoid someone who looks nefarious to you, like, that's what it really comes in. It's not some like, and it does exist in an extreme degree, the bitter old cranky guy on his rocking chair.
Oh yeah, he exists.
They're there, but it's more prevalent, and just, it's the ignorance of the prejudice that, and it can almost always be solved with like a 5-minute conversation. And if
Jay, you and I, it's hard for us to talk about this because we don't have these kind of issues, but I'm very lucky enough to be around people that have these issues. I've been very lucky, and I say lucky enough to be around racist people, because you actually have to feel that to really understand the difference between racism and prejudice. Like, to me, it's night and day. Like, literally, racism makes me uncomfortable for my life.
I think it should.
Prejudice is like, oh yeah, I got it. Like you don't like the way Indian food smells. That's prejudice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all have our certain things, as opposed to get this black guy off of my property or I'll shoot him. Now we're talking.
That escalated
now
quickly.
For example, me in Boston, I walked across, I swear to you, 7 centimeters of someone's grass. I swear. It couldn't have been the smallest sliver.
Hey, black guy, get off the yard.
Oh, no, he said worse than that. He goes, you know I can shoot you right now. Swear to God, dude.
Did you tell me this before?
Never. This is the first time I'm telling you this ever. He goes, you know I can shoot you right now. I looked at him and said, you going to shoot me? He goes, I'm within my legal right to shoot you right now if you're on my property. I'm like, see,
is it in the Constitution? Is it in the Bill of Rights? Shut the fuck up.
People have no idea. That's racism. Now, I want people to understand. Have you ever felt that kind of smoke? You know I could shoot you right now, right? I was like, yo, holy shit. I've been in the deep South. I've been in Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma. I've lived in Germany. I lived in Germany where they still have Nazi parties. The most racism I've ever been hit with is in Boston. I kid you not. That to me is wild. But but it gives me perspective. So when I feel fast forward, when I'm walking here trying to get some damn ramen noodles and some young whippersnapper wants to talk to me about black people not being prejudiced, I got to check him and say, we all have prejudice. We all have prejudice. I'm going to get you that link. Yo, babe, what's that dude's link? You followed him, babe. Put the link in the chat, babe. Put Homeboy's Instagram in the chat. I want them to see what I'm talking about. It's much more clear. Just if you put I know you got his shit, so put this thing in the chat. But that was I call it the funnel in conversation. This is what I do to get my people to funnel in. We can't just hop into the hotness. That was just the aperitif. That was just the appetizer. You see what I'm saying?
Those are pretty hearty.
I know it was kind of hard. It was like mozzarella sticks. Was it a spinach artichoke dip?
Oh damn! I was thinking more like a bone broth based stew.
Ooh.
I mean, it was pretty healthy.
Oh, really quick to the chat. Greatest appetizer food. Go. What is it? Jay, you go first.
Oh man. I hate when people are like, you put me on the spot. No shit. That's what an impromptu question is.
You can't say a whole sampler, Lex. That's bullshit. That's such bullshit.
And by the way, just to throw it in that woman's face from last week, I went to Applebee's this week and it was just fine. Thank you. And I did have the sampler, Alexandra, and on that sampler there's wings, but I don't think wings should count as an appetizer.
I disagree. Yeah, I don't think wings should count because I get wings as a meal sometimes.
Yeah, they should. So good. We're on the same page. I got to go mozzarella sticks, even if it's not my favorite. But that's like it's fried cheese. Holy hell!
Like seriously, Heidi says calamari. Mine's spinach artichoke dip for sure.
The Applebee's sampler has everything we just named, by the way.
Yeah,
but you better not take someone on a first date there.
Garlic bread. Does that count? Yeah, it counts.
Oh yeah. Some places will give you garlic bread before the appetizer even comes out.
Yeah, it's tough for wings. Even though wings are on a lot of people's appetizers, no. Sometimes I literally will just sit down and have some wings. Technically an appetizer if you want to cheat. Jordan just dropped out, but he will be back. Oh, Miss Miranda, what up? I love mellow mushroom pretzel with beer, cheese, and spinach dip. Damn. That's some Alabama shit right there, Miranda. Lex, my Facebook only says Alexander because I'm a grown up professional or whatever. That's your name. That's your damn name. I will not go to Applebee's on a first date. Damn. But what about a second date? How about that? How about Applebee's on part 2? How about that? That's the question. What the hell is a mellow mushroom pretzel with beer, cheese, and spinach? I mean, you can't be naming stuff off a made up menu in Alabama. You got to do like a universal with everybody know menu. I don't even know. That sounds like pretend food. What the hell is that? Send me a link. Send the link to the chat while Jordan funnels in, figures out his life. Lex, the likelihood I will have to Narcan a server overdosing in the bathroom here is too high. Damn, it's like that in Kentucky, huh? Is that literally because I'm a firm believer in I'm starting to do a little bit of research on why there are so many drugs in certain areas, and Kentucky seems to be a place where there's not much to do. Is that one of the reasons why you say that the drug use is so high, or is it just people are just podunks there? You tell me. Oh, and I know you're not exaggerating. That's why I got my tone changed a bit.
Sorry.
But yeah, listen, Jay, before you dipped out, my girl from Bama that I have not seen since I was like 15 years old. Shout out to Miranda Baker. She said, what the hell is a mellow mushroom pretzel with beer, cheese, and spinach? What the hell is that? Oh, she got a link too. Damn, she said I got a link for that ass. She got a link.
I don't know, but I heard beer cheese, and I'm very interested.
I'm clicking the link right now to see this monstrosity.
What happens if I click it? I don't want to get.
Oh, no, it took me right to it. Oh, damn.
I know.
Damn, the like mellow verse. Damn.
I'm coming to you guys tonight live from a brothel, apparently.
Oh my God. Yo, Will Foster, I have a relationship question. How long is too long before you tell someone that you have feelings for them? JMC, I'll go to you.
I don't think they're. Look, I make historically bad relationship decisions, so let's go to me first and not ask the person with a 20-year lineage of happy marriage. How about that? So yeah, I'm qualified. Here we go. Then we'll talk about race relations, and the white guy will go first again. That's why The Simpsons, the best line of all time is Mr. Burns, the 104-year-old billionaire white man, says, "Goat." Goat. He says, "Finally, the rich white man is in control."
Like seriously, I'm sorry, Mr. Burns, my favorite character in that whole show. But
so anyway, in my opinion, man, it's so cliche, but when it feels right, it feels right, and that doesn't mean when you're getting that tingle in your loins and you're feeling all hormonal and you're a precious teenager with a nubile body. That's not what we're talking about. When you do your due diligence, whenever you have open communication and you have a healthy relationship, and you actually feel those things. And you actually mean it, and you're not going to go meander about and gallivant around in the streets with somebody else.
All about gallivanting.
And you feel the powerful Kavorka of only one, then it's fine to say it. You don't even have to ask Evan or myself, although Evan's going to give you a great answer because he knows better than I do. He's more qualified. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. And I also don't think I think the right time to, some people will say that I'm wrong for this. Sometimes people are like, how do you know when to give up on someone? If it's someone you love, I don't know that you ever do unless it's hurting you and it's affecting your life. But when it's the time to broach that topic and you tell them, I think you just have to be able, when you feel comfortable enough to do it honestly, I think there is no right or wrong time. I think you just do it and you go for it. You have to be willing to accept what their answer is, though. If they don't like you, that doesn't mean you whine and piss and moan. You have to be able to move on and know that you're enough with or without that person.
Ooh, big facts. Shout out to Dylan Matthews pulling up late, but he's here. That's okay. Gift King, you're allowed to be a little bit tardy. Don't let it happen again, but you allow one. I give you one mulligan every year. That's fine. Oh yeah, to answer the Will Foster Muffin's point, yeah, same thing. I echo Jay's sentiments. My whole thing here goes a catch-22 about this foolishness. There's ladies out there and dudes out there that if you do it too soon, then you seem thirsty and then they lose interest and all this poppycock. And I'm like, oh Lord, I'm a firm believer, man. If you like somebody, you say you like someone. There ain't no such thing as no 3-day rule with no text messages or no week or no nothing like that. If you had a good time and you vibe and you fancy somebody, tell you fancy them. If they get too weirded out by that, tell them to kick rocks. I'm tired of these games, man. Can we stop playing games? Yeah, I like you, girl. I think you're cute. Let me pull up with some spinach artichoke dip or whatever that is, that mellow yellow mushroom beer cheese dip that Miranda Baker's talking about.
There it is.
But yeah, let's get to what was on your mind, what you were beefing about. That's gonna shock the world, brother.
I got a lot of topics to broach. We don't need to go too deep into it because I don't even know the dude's whole catalog, to be honest with you. I know a couple songs, but I need somebody in this damn chat room, or the great Evan Mack, or the great Heidi Mack for that matter, if she's in here. Can somebody please explain the fanfare? The people are literally almost dying to get tickets and experience.
Oh no, not almost. People have died in this country.
Okay.
Continue.
Dead. Can anyone explain Travis Scott to me? I'm talking about the popularity. I'm talking about where the talent lies. There's people that I think are less talented. I hear people explode over this dude, and they're like, "You get the new Travis Scott sneakers?" I'm like, "What does a drugged out rapper need sneakers for?" And why would anybody want to wear those to do any daily activities? I'm confused.
Someone explain Travis Scott. I'm gonna crop this out for Miss Steph Sabral. Steph Sabral, how you doing, sweetheart? I haven't seen you in a very, very long time. But the reason why, first of all, shout out to Miranda Baker saying who. And every time, the way I read it like Jaimin Hansu in Guardians of the Galaxy. So every time I see someone go, who? I think about Jaimin Hansu in Star-Lord. So shout out to Miranda Baker all the way from the dirty South. First and foremost, thank you for that. Steph Sabral, I'm talking to you. That's your favorite artist. I'd never forget when you told me that was your favorite artist. It stopped me in my tracks. I didn't understand because the time that you told me he was your favorite artist, his catalog was very light. This was years ago. I did not say this came up like a year ago. Steph, didn't you tell me this like 5 years ago that Travis Scott was your favorite artist? And I swear to you, I said, why? I said, why? And I can't for the life of me remember the reason why. So I'm going to send this to you after we get done with this show. So maybe we can revisit this and you can tell me why, because you would be the foremost authority on why this dude is not a sucker MC, because I very much think he is a sucker MC.
And can we always remember that anyone who pisses on what other people get enjoyment out of is a piece of shit. Like, so, I mean, unless you like torturing children or something or animals, like obviously you suck. But if you like Travis Scott and you're a fan, Evan and I are not here to make you feel bad about yourself.
Oh no.
We're here to question your sanity, perhaps. And
yes.
You can tell us that like Tom Brady doesn't have a chiseled jaw and LeBron's not the greatest basketball player of all time. And we'll tell you why you're wrong in many ways, shapes, and forms, but we will agree to disagree in a respectful manner because we love and care about you. So if you do like Travis Scott, we just need to know why. It's more of a question.
We just want to know why. Lex asked, so our chat's asking questions. See, this is not going as well as I thought it would go. I thought we'd get pushback. Our chat is definitely people after our own hearts. They don't know who the hell we talking about. And the people that do know who the hell we talking about, they're just as perplexed as us. I thought we were going to have some dialogue here. This is going to be a very short segment. Lex says, is he like an artistic genius outside of rapping? Nah. No.
Gabe, is Travis Scott good?
Yeah, let's ask the young whippersnapper. Pull up.
Yeah, come here.
Yeah, bring the kid in. Let's bring the kid in. Yeah, see, listen, the best thing he's ever did was get with Boo-Thang Jenner. That's the best thing he's ever done. Yo, Gaby G. Is Travis Scott good?
He can't, hold on, he can't hear you. Now he can.
Gaby G, is Travis Scott good?
He's okay.
Project, son.
Yeah,
he has one song that
explain it. So listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Full disclosure, you know what I like? I get those goosebumps every time you come around. You ease of mine. I'm not gonna lie. I popped when I first heard him. I was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "Damn it!" but Kendrick Lamar's on there. Like, you ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Like, I like it, but when Kendrick Lamar gets on there, I'm rocking. But is that the song you're talking about?
That's what I was thinking of. That was cool.
No, he was thinking of
that was cool.
Go and pick and roll with the sicko mouth.
Yeah, that's cool.
That song is trash. Yo, I swear to you, when I said that song was trash, someone was like, "What about Sicko Mode?" I go,
that is cool one.
That's the trashiest one.
Drake's in it for 13 seconds.
Wait, what? No, so Kendrick comes on. He's like, "I want to press my line, yeah. I want to press my." Yeah, he's like, "I want a green light. I want a green light." Yo, Kendrick kills that shit though. Kills it.
That's one of the one I know. On the
Goosebumps is the only song. I was like, who sings this? I'm curious. I go, please God, please dear God, no. I was like, please dear. Have you ever done that before? Have you ever like not liked an artist and you're like, please Jesus God, please God, no.
Well, yeah. Wait. So does any people in the chat? You know this? I'm the highest in the room. That one. That's the one. Me and Gabe think that song. Wait, you gotta go.
I cannot stand it. I'm gonna send y'all the link right now. Like you said, I don't know the song. I'm gonna send you that track. I get okay. At least he said he was okay. He said he was okay.
Dave, your friends like him?
I can guarantee you they do.
2 of them do.
Yep. That's too many.
Dewan likes him.
Yeah, that's the link. If y'all want to watch Goosebumps, if y'all can watch Goosebumps while we on there. I get the goosebumps every time.
I'm gonna hide in the room. Me and Gabe.
But I'll say this before I say it again. Heidi Mack knows my rule. I call it it's 3 to 5. 3 if I'm being generous, 5 if I'm really being strict. It's the 3 to 5 rule. In order to be an artist of a high caliber, you need 3 to 5 bangers. That is my rule. It's never failed me. I've stuck to it. The all-time greats can get 10. If you have 5 songs, you're elite. If you have 3, you are very good. Travis Scott, ain't no way in hell this dude's getting to 5. No way in hell. It's the 3 to 5 rule. It will never lead you astray.
It's a great rule.
How about it? How about it, Jay? Name your fate, Jay. Jay, name Justin Timberlake. What do you got? 20?
Oh yeah, for me. But I like songs that aren't on like the main releases a lot more than typically his releases. Now the new Selfish song, love it. That's the JT that I know and love. But,
John Mayer's whole album is good.
Craig David's one of my favorites. Jason Derulo I like a lot. Like I could listen to Craig David sing the phone book and that'd be cool. People probably don't even know who Craig David is. That's every Craig David song ever right there. Hey boy, Craig's like, oh mate, I'm actually polite, mate. I'm like, yeah.
This chat has no answers. This chat has no. Shout out to Craig Deasy for Sheezy.
on Monday, took her for a drink
on Tuesday, and we be making love by Wednesday, and then if you chill on Sunday, go, thanks, giving her a break. What do you know?
Yeah, good Lord. 6 out of 7 days.
Every man thinks they're a sexual superstar. They're not, though. We have to stop all that. I can hit it with 3 or 4 or 5 girls. Okay, that's a lot of pressure, buddy.
Don't you have to work?
Every dude thinks they're a porn star, but they're not. I've heard stories when women regale me, brother. They go, nope. They go, nope. Because most dudes, it's called anxiety. It's called pressure. It's called pressure. It's called alcohol. It's called the spotlights on you to perform. So any dude out here walking around like he get 3 or 4 girls and he's successful in his prowess, I tell him to kick rocks.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, don't you have like a job to do, or like if you're fornicating that much, you probably have several children.
Yo, we did that shit for like 12 hours straight. I go, all right.
He's like, she didn't even like it. I'm like, probably. That's why the best Will Ferrell shit ever is that outtake with Ashley Schaefer. He's like, powerful thrust on Donna. He's like, she does.
He goes, the windows all fogged up. I hate that book so much. I hate him so much.
Can any women say, isn't it better when you actually have like a connection and you're feeling each other, and like, you know, length of time is great, but like there's limits to that, and most guys are full of shit. And also women on Instagram, you're mostly full of shit too when you're like, I need a man who can go for 60 minutes. I'm like,
yo, I'm like, shut the hell up. I swear before God, dude, the war stories I have heard from men, the war stories, brother.
Dude.
Oh my God. Like, you understand, it was just me in the bed. I was chilling at this party. One girl walked in, followed by 4 more. I go, what'd you do? What you think I did? I go, run? Look at this. Like, let's keep it real, man. I'm busy. I'm a working girl. You know what I mean? I got a job. I got a career.
28 minutes, is that from conception to completion?
Oh, that's a great question. Little
foreplay, little neck kissage, you know what I'm saying? Set the tone, set the mood.
Listen, Miranda Baker pulling up on him too. Listen, no one wants to go for 60 minutes. Not at my age. LOL. I got a cramp in my leg. Look, she will feign an injury to get your ass up off her. You see what I'm saying? I will feign an injury up in here. Miranda's like, I got a leg. I got back problems. Get up, bro.
Well, all the bullshit R&B songs. Hit it for an hour when she gets out the shower. I'm like,
hey. Yo, I beat it up. Yo, hey, bro. Hey, stop.
At some point, shit starts to chafe and shit starts to fucking scab up. when there's friction. I don't care what you use. Or,
the greatest podcast of all time.
there was just a kid in here, by the way.
Listen, he knows how to compartmentalize. He's a big boy. Gabe is a different kind of cat. He's not going to take this and run and turn into a pimp next day, so we'll be all right.
He's got his headphones on and he's playing Xbox anyway.
Oh, he's vibing, brother.
Everybody, all the kids are like, how do you Gabe to behave so well and be so respectful? I'm like, because when you say you're gonna fucking do something, you follow through with it. It's not that hard, guys. You talk to
Miranda's she's concurring with your the chafing.
Yeah, like dude, seriously, dude. 3 fucking hours, dude. No shit, dude. Like no.
Bro, the war stories I've heard, dude. You have no idea. I be sitting there like, bruh, then you're in the wrong profession. Then they literally are looking for people like you to be able to do this on camera. If you're built like that, you either need to get checked by a doctor, go to the Guinness Book of World Records, or get in a different line of work, because what you're doing is state of the art. They're gonna study you for a millennia in a laboratory.
And people, and like if people watch porn and stuff, that's obviously their business. Like those men are like injected with this, like steroids and horse steroids and Viagra, and there's multiple takes, guys. And also it's like not real. They're all extremely well endowed, I'm sure.
Oh my Lord! I went to my first one of those things. AVN. It was in Vegas. Mm-hmm. I went there 3 weeks ago, my first like adult like convention ever, right? Sidebar. And my biggest takeaway was how unattractive the porn men were. That was my biggest takeaway. And Heidi was like, yes.
So what, they just have big dongs?
Yes. And I said, oh, I really am sorry. And I know these women I know sex is like they like sex, but I'm just like, I'm very sorry you have to have sex with very unattractive men. I apologize. Best looking dudes with the gay dudes, man. They're the best looking dudes. I mean, flawless. They like 5 Chris Hemsworth in there, straight up. And I was like, see, this is why I was like, I apologize, ladies. These dudes were. Heidi was like, you didn't know? I go, I'm sorry. No, I didn't know all the dudes was ugly. So ugly. So look, Heidi Mack. Boom. Sorry, I do not want to look at gross dudes.
Nor
keep it real.
Nor should you have to. Really?
Lex, I have a lot of patience with meth addiction, and I'm always like, guys, be honest. There's nothing fun about canoodling for 5+ hours and not getting off because you're so worried about who's spying on you under your trailer. Damn.
What a perspective. Holy shit.
Oh my God. I was walking around the convention. I was like, oh, and by the way, of course, Jay, wrestling marks and adult marks go hand in hand. Why did I not know that? There was an asshole walking around in the meet and greet line with the freaking WWE title. I swear to God. I was like, what the what are you doing?
He's like, dude, did you hear about what Vince did? Pretty sweet, huh?
He's like on his shoulder, like he's meeting one of the adult film stars. He had on his shoulder. I was like, what the hell is this Mark doing? This is not WrestleMania. What an experience, bro.
Again, I was like, I don't ever want to take the joy out of the world. There's enough people that do that. If that's
they were having fun. They were having fun.
Sure they were, but I'm also like, huh. Okay.
I'm just reporting on my experience. That's all I'm doing. I was just like, why did you bring this heavy ass title to this thing? They had to scan that in security so they didn't make sure you weren't lacing it with anything because these women need to be protected. But that's okay, bro. I'm sure he got hassled for no reason. That security was tight. I thought Barack Obama was in there.
If Obama pulled up at that, I don't know. I just got a glimpse of that in my head. I bet Obama can put it down in the sack. People are like hardcore weirdo Republicans like Obama's definitely gay. I'm like, you sure? Okay. I know. And Michelle's the man, and Hillary's I know, guys. It's so threatening. Obama's like, I'm a nice guy. How you doing? Hardcore right wingers like, so gay. I'm like,
listen, and the thing about it is, I told you, as I get older, when it comes to this right and left, I don't give a F-U-C-K. I don't care, bro. She goes, I hate it here. Listen, Will Foster said, this is the only wrestling question I have for tonight. Damn it, Will Foster, I swear before God, boy. This for tonight, your thoughts on the possibility of WrestleMania being in Las Vegas? Dude, I literally am lucky to wake up every single day, bro. Like I gotta get to 40 first, bro, before I start projecting the venues that ain't even on the card yet. That it might be a precursor. I know Nick Khan loves Las Vegas. He has a lot of ties in Las Vegas. That's why that SummerSlam was in Las Vegas. That's why they switched to Saturdays to avoid UFC. So it's a high possibility. It'd be a welcome sight because SummerSlam didn't go off well because it was like the first time Allegiant had a show and they weren't prepared, and it was a lot of criticism. They were like giving away food at the end of the night. Remember that, Heidi? Because it was so bad, like the ice machine broke, so they were like giving away stuff. So I know they want another crack at that because it didn't go well. They had to give like refunds and things like that. So let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Man, that's why.
It's a good segue to the Super Bowl, though.
It is. We got to talk about it. I mean, does anybody have a prediction for the big game coming up tomorrow night? Evan and I have pretty much made our thoughts known on Taylor Swift. And again, a couple people said like, "Oh, I didn't know you disliked Taylor Swift that much." I'm like, I don't think we ever said we disliked her.
Not even a little bit. Quite the contrary, actually. We just said we don't get it. Just like Travis Scott, we don't understand.
Yeah,
we're asking people for understanding.
See, but I thought Travis Scott was a lot more over than he is. So yeah,
trust me, he is in Los Angeles. Luck can't move. Good God. But that's a microcosm. That's not the real world. You know what I mean?
But I thought Gabe's friends were like, he came back in, he was like, no, Travis Scott. He's like, no.
What?
See, it's weird because like the younger people, they actually like traditional hip hop more than we think they do, like with actual bars.
That you're blowing my mind right now.
But just wait. But conversely, it's either that or like rap that's so shitty that they think it's funny. But they actually listen to it. They're like, it's like a joke, and they're like, "Yo, it's mad fire, bro." And it's a joke. But I'm but you listen. But there's 120 million views on this. I'm like, so you're paying this asshole to be stupid, and he's gonna keep doing it to be stupid. And then and then the guy comes on an interview. Sometimes they're not even dumb. They're like, I don't know why this blew up, but I'm just gonna keep making dumb shit.
Well, most real talk though, a lot of these guys don't think they're dumb. They think they're good.
No,
that's the scary part. I've seen some interviews myself. They think they're like transcendent. Yo, don't nobody care about bars no more. It's all about beats.
Right.
No, it's always been about beats, guys, but the bars with the beats. But you can pretend like that's all if you want, and you'll be gone in 5 years. I watched the Grammys and Taylor Swift didn't even acknowledge the legendary Celine Dion, who was retired due to her health, but came out to give her an award when she handed it to her. I heard about the Celine Dion gate. Alex, I did. They have done a great job of trying to mask that nothing happened. They took pictures, they met, there was a huge public thing they did, but the original thing that happened was a snub by Swift. And I don't care how much money, how many private jets, how many contras she sells out. Taylor Swift, you are not Celine Dion. Oh, no. No. Let's keep it real.
Not even close.
Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that snub, Jay?
I'm not. You gave me more context than I actually did. I've been on the road so much, but I'm a Celine Dion fan.
On the road again.
Peebo Bryson and Celine Dion will be the only Beauty and the Beast song that I acknowledge.
That is the only listen. And no disrespect to Angela Lansbury. Jessica Fletcher, Boo Thang, Murder She Wrote. But when Peebo come up on there, that's time. I'm like, oh shit.
I can't tell you one other Peebo.
He's like, barely even fry. Brad somebody, man. He's unsuspected. Tell me he don't do it like that, though.
That's exactly how he does it. And if you sons of bitches aren't downloading that right now, you gotta
download that right now.
Nope, Evan just did it. Evan just played it.
Heidi back, you better get that joint. Peebo. Yo, Lex, put your boy over on the pod. Yo, Heidi, where you at? You know I hit that Peebo, Bryson. You ain't never heard. Heidi never heard me do Peebo before.
I didn't know you could hit I heard you hit everybody. I never heard you hit Peebo like that. kind of want to hear it again. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's like, barely even right. Thank somebody, man.
I'm laughing, but it's actually quite good.
Yo, Peebo.
All those 80s and 90s R&B dudes hit that weird octave like that.
No, you gotta.
In the studio, just sweating.
Like if I was a producer, I'm like, he's doing it again. Every black national anthem lasts 19 minutes. I'm like,
Oh, and Celine will riff on you too now.
oh, listen. I would listen. That's where I draw the line. I can't even get in the realm.
When you want it the most, there's no way out.
Oh, she's so cold. She is so cold. My God.
I know you can hit that. Alex wants you to hit it. That's the song. Every song she does is good.
Damn, her octaves are so crazy though. So like there was there was a perceived snub. I'm gonna go with there was a snub, and they did some damage control to make it look better. I'm not joking. I think it might have just been an oversight. Now, should there be an oversight? Should there have been an oversight? You should have felt the presence of near, far, wherever you are. I'm in my bag tonight, Jay. Yeah. Look how he's like, I already got that joint on my phone. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't need to download shit. Yeah. That's her favorite Disney movie of all time. Oh, quick chat. Greatest Disney movie of all time. Go. Go, chat. Go. Jay, is yours still Aladdin?
Oh, it has to be, man.
Is it still Aladdin? Yeah, mine is still Aladdin. I like a lot of the new ones though, but it's all about has any of these new ones circumvented Aladdin?
No, but I'm a big Moana guy.
Moana is amazing, dude. It really. I'm a Ratatouille guy.
Ratatouille's very underrated.
I love Ratatouille, dude. I love that film. Listen, he said you already know. Aladdin, you already know.
Yeah, but Aladdin,
Miranda said, "Oh my, I love so many." That wasn't the question, Miranda Baker. Come on now, sack up.
If you have to pick one, but then like we can break it down into subcategories, but like
we can do okay. I'll be nice tonight, Miranda. Give me live action, computer generated, and hand drawn. That's as nice as I'll be, and that's a gift. That was a gift. So mine is Aladdin, Mary Poppins, and what is my favorite CGI, man? Damn,
they're also mid to me.
Oh, I do, man. I love The Incredibles, man. Damn.
We're counting. Yeah. Okay.
Jason, hold on. Easy does it.
I thought you meant like all the new live action ones, all the new live action remakes count as CGI, because that CGI is like piss poor to me.
Nah, you know what I mean? Like CGI, like kind of like computer generated. Man, Toy Story is still amazing. My God.
All the Pixar things are unbelievable.
Oh, I love Incredibles. I love Monsters Inc. I love a lot of those movies. But you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision.
If it came up, if it gun to your head, riff raff, street rat, I don't buy that.
So would they see a poor boy? No, so like that voice cut. He gave them hating ass kids his bread. Let's go.
Or it's like, I'm in my mid-40s and she's 15. He's like, indeed.
He's like, I might very well be a pedophile. I'm like, and I'm like, one jump ahead of the red line. Dylan Matthews goes, live action would be Beauty and the Beast, Mary Poppins, and Aladdin all tied. Lion King was mid as hell. Oh, hell no. See, now the rundown has just taken a back seat. I will not let anybody on this podcast, whether the chat or a host or a co-host or a relative or a stranger, say that Lion King was mid.
Does he mean before we blow a gasket, does he mean the new live action one didn't live up to the animated one?
He better not. Do you mean the live action? You don't mean the movie, do you? That's the only one I recognize.
Yeah. Now, if you want to say
Dylan, I will swim to Australia and put you in $1 million dream if you're talking about the cartoon.
And Dylan, if he's gonna show up in Australia, you know what you better do? Be prepared.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna walk up on you. The king undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen for the wonder. How can we hate on Scar? He's telling you his plan. There ain't no tomfoolery.
And the hyenas aren't even the same species, and they're marching to the tune of the beat, brother.
They're doing. They're on the xylophone, Bones, Jack.
I'm like, how did you even erect that structure? First of all,
a shining new era is tiptoeing nearer. Yo, and he tiptoes when he says it.
but where do we feature?
He said, just listen to teach. Yo, he is barring. He said, I know it sounds sordid, but you're rewarded. That is the GOAT. Woo!
He said,
yo, shout out to Mulan. Heidi's obsessed with Mulan. Yo, Mulan live action was good, man. We watched that recently. We watched that on a plane, I think. Yeah, Mulan was good.
The best live action by a mile.
Mulan's the best live action Disney movie ever.
No dragon though.
Yeah, I guess they were worried about the name because the name is a racial connotation, I suppose. They panicked. They panicked instead of just renaming it. They're like, but the dragon's name is Mushu. I go, that's y'all's fault. That's y'all's fault.
Dylan, I see you're verklempt now. You're nowhere to be found.
Oh, he got quiet. He knew I was gonna get my backstroke on. Oh, I can make the swim now. Oh, don't be. What you changing the subject for? What the hell? What the hell is this? Pinocchio. Don't get verklempt. Yeah, Brandon, it was really good. Milan live action was really, really good. We were like, damn, this is good.
So we're in the next year, we're getting a Moana live action, which we I don't know if
I need it, but I got you.
And we're getting Moana 2 as well.
Is she in it? Are they transferring her over, the singer? Is she gonna be Moana?
She better be. Oh,
that would be malpractice if she wasn't.
I didn't even know that was a possibility. Hold on.
I'm just saying, why not have it be her? If you're bringing Dwayne in.
You mean like the same girl who played Moana?
Yeah, like the singer, the one that you like, yeah.
Oh no. So it's interesting. So the girl's name is beautiful. The one who played Moana and the one who sings the song in the movie is different than.
Oh, it's Aladdin. It's the Aladdin effect. They did that too. Two different people.
So then
one person plays Aladdin, one person sings Aladdin. Same thing.
No, so she actually in the movie, the version that you hear in the movie, I can't even pronounce this girl's name. It's a beautiful Hawaiian name. That's a fun fact. Zendaya might be it. That's Alicia Cara, who's my favorite female artist ever. She sings the song like for the radio version only, but on the soundtrack it's this girl. So and they're both, and I actually, quite frankly, I like the movie version better. But I love Alicia Cara's version and I love all her songs. I think it's just because you're used to seeing it with the pageantry of the movie and the animation and the story. I don't think either version's better per se, but the girl who played Moana does sing her song in the movie. So.
Oh, he was like, I'm quiet when I'm working on an edit. I was like, oh God, I don't know what it is.
See, the only negative thing I can say about The Lion King, and I bit my tongue and waited, is if you actually think about it, it's a very depressing movie that's hard to watch over and over. Like Aladdin, I can watch over and over.
Over and over again.
But I'm like, okay, so Mufasa dies. Like a lot of the movie is very downtrodden, and then like
it really is, bro. It's sad.
And then, like, even in the end, like, Scar gets eaten by his holy shit.
They eat him to death. They kill him.
Yeah, but and then what movie is it where they show Scar as like a rug? Is that in Gaston's cabin?
It's Scar.
Oh, that's wild.
It's wicked. I'm like the most disrespected, the most. Everyone's like, why is he the most misunderstood villain ever? I go, because he's a lion. That's what they do.
Yeah, it is.
They challenge the leader all the like. People don't know that's literally what lions do. Like if they feel like one of the leader of the pride's at getting long in the tooth, they challenge him for supremacy. That's what they do.
And for some reason, when the evil lion takes over, it's only muggy and rainy outside, and there's no crops growing. But
facts. How far I'll go makes me so homesick and sad, but happy at the same time. Facts, big facts.
That is. I know it's a prisoner of the moment thing because it's relatively new. That might be my favorite Disney song ever, only because at the time
it's a really good song.
Yeah, like the meaning behind it, like the meaning for it actually plays into the story. It's not just there. Alicia Cara, my favorite female artist, does a version of it. The people that I was very, very close with at the time when that came out, you remember Alexa? Like I need to not say their names. Like little Alexa would stand up on the table and speak that with Gabe. I'm like, come on now. Alexa's in Disney World right now. I'm like, do you guys ever have to do anything responsible? Okay.
Little Choro. A shining new era is tiptoeing near.
What's the best if you had to pick one Disney song? That's so hard to do.
Yeah, guys, chat, greatest Disney song of all time. Be Prepared's my top 3. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's probably Poor Unfortunate Souls. It probably is.
Oh,
it probably is. I like Be Prepared, but if you ask me my favorite of all time, it's Ursula is. Bro, let me talk some. Boy, Poor Unfortunate Souls. So sad, but true. Yo, she's killing it, boy. Ooh, shit. Yeah, it's probably poor. It's probably Poor Unfortunate Soul. Oh, shout out to Your Welcome. That's actually a really good song. Ooh, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Let's go. Ooh. What you got, Heidi Mack? Be Our Guest is a banger.
Dylan can't nominate a song from The Lion King, the movie that
he in his defense, I think he was throwing shade at the live action. He wasn't clear though, so I jumped all down his throat. Yeah. But that's his fault. That's his fault.
It's enough to make kings and
you know what? You know what? I keep it real with you though. I think it might be damn it. It might be that. It might be Prince Ali, fabulous. Wow. That's probably it. Like you said, gun to my head, and I ain't trying to die. Woo. Now try your best to say, come, bust up your Sunday salon. Let's go, Robin Williams.
The genie's so powerful. He creates like 300 people out of nowhere, and then just
God, man. That's my track. That track puts me in such a good mood, man. It puts me in such a. He feeds the galloping goose. He goes 100 bad guys with sword. Yo, listen, he is doing the Lord's work in that movie. People don't understand that dude. There's like 2 Oscars that Robin Williams should have got: Birdcage and freaking what's it called, and Mrs. Doubtfire. He should have got Best Actor for Mrs. Doubtfire. Best Actor. He is doing the Lord's work in Aladdin. How much they paying for that movie? It wasn't enough. He's doing different voices in the song Prince Ali. He's doing 4 different songs, 4 different voices. He's doing 1 million people. Unbelievable song, dude.
So good.
Damn. What about you? You didn't answer. You dancing.
I'm biding my time because I didn't. No one said A Whole New World. I'm not even saying that's mine.
Ooh, damn! No one said A Whole New World. Ooh.
Open your eyes. Bet you can. Shit.
She's over, sideways, and under. Like
you better like this guy. Good.
Oh yeah. You better let me hit it after this. Did I just take you around Agrabah on an enchanted carpet? Oh, you gon' let me. You Raja can kick rocks. I'm about to get some. Let's go.
Man, there's so many to choose from, but
he's lying in the weeds.
I'm lying. I'll say how far I'll go. I'll say how far I'll go if that's even what it's called.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big deal to me. I mean, that's a prisoner of the moment thing because it's relatively new still. But
is that if you're breaking it down?
It's 2016, so it's been a while now.
You've had time to process. That doesn't mean it's not. If you feel that's the best, man, Prince Ali just puts me in the best mood. It has to be.
No, Prince Ali's unbelievable.
It's so good, man. See how happy the Sultan gets when he pulls up. He's so happy.
I don't look. I'm obviously not a young lady, but I mean. There's if I was, I think I would probably be like, this song's about me and taking my journey in life. There's a song by the Dixie Chicks called Wide Open Spaces. And it's like right when my sister was like growing up and I was like, this is probably how my sister feels. It's like just about like going out, failing on your own, learning, missing your family, but knowing you have to make the mistakes to learn in life so you can ultimately come back the best version of yourself and give back and do the same thing. I'm like, God, that's why I love art so much. Like it tells you about yourself, even though I'm not even a woman. That's like Darius Rucker is like one of my favorite artists singing about his kid when I didn't even have Gabe in my life. And I'm like, why am I crying about this kid that I don't even like kids? And then I'm like, I met Gabe when he was 5, and I'm like, I get it even more now.
That's why I can't sing that freaking Eric Clapton song when I found out what it was about. I'm like, I can never listen to that damn song.
If I saw you in heaven.
I'm like, I did not know anything about that story. Didn't need to know it. I'm all set. Miranda goes. I sing to Roland, A Spoonful of Sugar, a lot. Mother Knows Best from Tango. Oh, I know you didn't say it now. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. Boy, don't get me started on a Spoonful of Sugar. Oh, Jordan, I'll pull up now. She goes, a lark, a spree, it's very clear to
there it is.
Boy, she goes, that a spoonful of sugar. That's that shit, boy. Don't get me started on no Mary Poppins, boy. Boy, I can't do it, boy. Turning Red was Disney. That was a great film.
Very underrated, very unique. They try something different finally. People, it didn't do as well as some other movies, so people hated on it. I'm like, we always say we want new stuff, but then when we get it, we shit on it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be your favorite. It's just like, you're like, okay, not my favorite, but I respect the merit. I thought it was unique and pretty cool.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, so wait, what were we just talking about? Now I'm thinking about Eric Clapton. God damn it.
I told you, I can't, boy. I'm like, all right, thanks.
That song made me cry before I knew the backstory.
Oh, I was like, bro, come on.
Would you know my name if I saw you ever?
Ooh! He kills that shit, though. He does. He kills
it. The same.
He said, I must be strong. I'm like, woo, I can't, boy. Woo. Clapton. Damn, they don't make them like they used to, boy. I try to tell you. We were talking about the Super Bowl till we got on Disney. This is why the empire will never fall, brother.
Somebody say
shout out to the 25th anniversary of Episode 1, Star Wars, the movie with the greatest Star Wars character of all time in it that was gone too soon. Rest in peace, Darth Maul, daddy.
Yeah,
movie that everyone shit on, now that all the other ones are not as good, they all miss them now. You know why? Because that was the last trilogy you got George Lucas, and now you miss them because you ran them off with your hate. But I will give love to the 25th anniversary of Episode 1.
The 25th anniversary.
25th anniversary, bro. Unreal.
You gotta say it twice sometimes because you gotta remind yourself that A New Hope is Episode 4. So
yep.
Just everybody
Episode 1, 25 years ago. Darth Maul.
My name.
Should have been in the whole trilogy, but they had other plans.
They didn't even like. Sometimes they'll do that just because they know it's going to sell action figures and he looks cool. They didn't know that he looked cool.
He's so shout out to Ray Park, the great Ray Park. The greatest lightsaber scene in the history of Star Wars is Ewan McGregor and Ray Park. Pull it up. Heidi Mack, where you at? It ain't even close. It ain't even close.
And
say it again.
He played Toad in the first X-Men movie, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's Maul.
What else? What else did he play? Anything?
Damn, I know. Ray Park got a long list. Ray Park got a long list of stuff. Ray Park. Let me see. Ray Park.
Would you know my name?
Yo, he's everything. He's in G.I. Joe. He's in everything.
You in heaven. Okay.
Ray Park's in everything. Sleepy Hollow. X-Men, the original Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Who's he in that?
Oh, that's right. He's what's it called? He's like Motaro. I can see it now.
Oh yeah. Oh god, that movie's so weird.
It's a terrible film.
It's awful. They took like 2 seconds to do it. What did you think of the newer Mortal Kombat?
It would have been great if it was just Scorpion and Sub-Zero. That first part of the movie is the best part of the movie.
Did they even couldn't they have made the story took place through the eyes of that Cole character? Did they need a new character? Or could Luke Kang have
that's what almost killed it for him. I'm glad they're making the sequel right now, but that was terrible. Cole's the worst new character in history of Hollywood. He's terrible.
The Miranda, the fatalities looked cool.
The fatalities they did fatalities from the video game.
Yeah. So why do they have they not learned from past mistakes of like? And look, I like anything Mortal Kombat. I think it's pretty interesting. But the lineage, the lore is awesome. But the thing with like you touch somebody and you get their mark and like what do you don't need to add all that. Like it's just weird shit. I don't get it. Anyway.
Oh, Ginormous has pulled up. Fancy meeting you here, Jack. What's going on, brother?
You missed the whole cornucopia shit.
I mean, you missed the Disney conversation, Ginormous. What's up, man? Where the hell you been?
Does
greatest Disney movie of all time? Go before we move on. Go
and song of all time. I gotta
of all time.
Aladdin's the movie for me. If my favorite live action movie though by Disney was The Little Mermaid. I don't care. Piss on everybody.
It's really good. It's really good.
Except for what's the scuttlebutt? Scuttlebutt.
That song went for like 8 years. I go, if she doesn't shut the hell up, flying around, that's scuttlebutt. I said, hey, I've just made peace with you being this character, and then you pissed me off.
He came a long way, guys. It was an emotional goddamn.
I came a long. Yeah, well, there's some ebbs and flows,
and I'm not sure that we're really okay with it. We've accepted it. We didn't say we're okay.
Acceptance.
Because the dude who played the seagull in the first movie is amazing.
Oh, he's so great. Scuttle, whatever his name is. Yeah.
And that's not even
every time I go to Disneyland, whoever plays Ariel is always fine. It's a hell of a street daddy.
So can anyone confirm, is Ariel at Disney World now black?
Oh, I'm going to say no.
That's stupid.
I'm going to say no. That's I don't know if they have the stones.
Probably not.
Confirm. Anybody can confirm that. There's no way in hell.
I can tell you that at one parade, at least she was. That sounds about like what they would do. They're like in February for the parade.
She's like,
people are like, the noon.
She's a fake fish woman.
Just in February for the noon parade, we'll get a black Ariel in there.
They're like, don't worry, it's always over in 28 days. It's all good.
just don't even hire anybody else to give them more work. Just take her out of the Princess and the Frog costume and put her back in it after.
Yo, they got the Princess and the Frog costume, and her costume it's like reversible.
She just puts like a shell over it. She's like,
it's like reverse. They just switching in and out. I just see the two. Yo, listen, Heidi Mack already know. That's all you need to put. I'm going to get that tattooed on my hang dang before I die, bro. It's going to say mall. That's all it's going to say. I'm obsessed with this dude. Yo, is that Montezi? Yo, Montezi, congratulations. My man Montezi is about to drop a song with the great Twista.
Oh, damn.
Is it Twista and Montezi together, fusing like a Voltron of blackness? Very, 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 many congratulations, brother. Love you, man. Unbelievable achievement, man. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Shout out to the song with Twista and Montezi. Ooh, Heidi Mack knows the deal. He does a lot of creature acting, babe. Great part.
Let's give Montezi his credit for being a broadcast journalist, podcast host, content creator, of course, a hip hop artist, writer, producer in his own right. Anybody out there who wears all the hats that he does, and of course, look, man, I don't see why your boy Swerve doesn't get into the title picture. He won 2 out of the 3 matches. Not for me to say, TZ, but congratulations on all your success, man. Please keep it going.
Indeed. Lex said, at Tokyo Disney, Alice in Wonderland and Ariel in Japanese as can be, with kabuki style whiteface. I love them. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool. I can see that happening, and I can see that being very tasteful and very respectful. And I just think when you're not bogged down in race and color and things like that can just be very, very beautiful. Dylan, they did do a black Ariel at Disney. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't. It's like who? Basically, who gives a shit?
I made that tasteless joke, but when I was there with my nieces several months back now, the one Ariel, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, there was one parade where she was black, and they're so I don't give a shit. Crop that part out. That part's funny as hell. Put it up.
I'm cropping. Listen, this podcast is not that controversial. Trust me, we're fine. But I work for professional entities as well as you do. We're fine.
Yeah,
we're okay.
Yeah, that's true.
We're fine. The 7 dwarves at Tokyo Disney are not respectful or tasteful. That I was worried about.
But can you not picture somebody saying like, do we need to hire somebody else? Can we use the Princess of the Frog Girl for Ariel for noon?
Oh, they definitely were. They definitely entertained that. They definitely entertain. Like, yeah, what if they made the Black Panther white? They'd be pissed, wouldn't they? I go, yeah.
Yeah, but for a couple reasons. One, it's a very specific superhero.
He's from an easy does it, Dylan. Easy. That's a big word. Easy does it. My goodness. He had a lot of help on Moana, brother. A lot of help. My God. But you got to understand something here, kind Australian sir. Me and Heidi are not the biggest Lin-Manuel fans. We're just like, We're like, I'm just saying, me and Heidi are just like, we're like, all right, guys, calm down. I hear he's a swell guy. Listen, Heidi's like, come on. What you saying? Stop to my tattoo of Darth Maul? I think you're behind on the show. You see? Listen. There's nothing. This is nothing personal. Dylan, this is nothing. Just trust me on this. There's certain people that rub me the wrong way. It does not mean it's his fault. This is the definition of it is not you, it's me. The definition, brother. The definition. He has done nothing wrong. I swear. This is my cross to bear. Heidi all late on the pod, but it's funny to me. Like we could talk about that stupid Scuttlebutt song anytime we want.
It went on for 37 minutes.
It went on for so. What's the scuttlebutt? So
somebody in a very high position of power, getting paid a lot of money per hour to pull levers and push buttons, was like, "This is sounding good. Let's keep this going." You know, you can edit shit
anytime you want. Listen, shout out to the the ASMR tone. You see what I'm saying? I'm working on a few things because I was getting in Peebo Bryson mode. You see what I'm saying?
I'm begging for that to come out again for no reason.
Jay, who's winning the Super Bowl, man?
Look, man, I don't want the Chiefs to win because I want Tom Brady to maintain his most rings of all time, GOAT status. I don't want it to even be questioned. There's a young whippersnapper that is going to probably break all of the personal accolades that Tom has ever achieved. And if we're looking at just the eye test, and if we're looking at the length of career, no one has done it this well for this period of time, this quickly in their career. So
better believe it. So
that's me. That's just me being an irrational hater. I'm objective enough to admit that. At the same time, I've bet against Pat Mahomes before. I didn't last year, and I was wrong. And it's hard to bet. At the end of the day, Brock Purdy has a stellar cast at his disposal.
You better believe it.
I think the best player by position in the entire league right now might be Christian McCaffrey. I think he's,
for sure,
when healthy, is so valuable.
And he's healthy.
And Brock Purdy he's not even probably in the top 10 best player or athlete on that team, with the Bosas and the Chase Youngs and the Wards and the Debos and
Greenlaw.
But he's the missing piece that tied it together, and he's better than a game manager. And if he is a game manager, he's a great game manager. But at the end of the day, he's still a 7th round pick against the baby goat, let's call him. So yep. in the biggest moment, will Brock Purdy remember who he is, or will he transcend? It's hard from a logical standpoint to say the team that is building and approaching a dynasty, especially now that Tom Brady is in the rearview mirror, and he was the closest thing to a dynasty that you could get. But the next closest thing, and what we've seen happen, is Patrick Mahomes. It's very difficult to say that the guy who has been the face of the league is not going to come up in an advantageous spot in this matchup. Now, it's also very hard to go back to back, but if push comes to shove, logic almost tells you that it's going to be the Chiefs.
No team has ever won 3 in a row. 2 in a row is hard enough. He has a chance to get on the road to get 3 in a row. I said it before and I'll say it again. You can't let Patrick Mahomes get to this kind of game. You guys had your chance. You had your crack at him.
Yep.
He's bringing his worst offense to the Super Bowl with his best defense. That just is a testament to what this young man can do with less. With that being said, there should be a solid defensive scheme against him. They will have a good plan against him. They'll be thumping out there if the referees let them play. I'm never sure about that. They're always the X factor. Brock Purdy should throw an interception. Spagnuolo will have that young man confused. He will have to be literally, Brock Purdy will have to be perfect tomorrow. Perfect.
Yeah.
Because Spagnuolo made Lamar Jackson look like a first-year player, and I mean it. He made him like a first-year player in an MVP season. So Brock Purdy's gonna have to be perfect. Patrick Mahomes does not. And and I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Y'all to mess around, let these Chiefs get in the Super Bowl. I gotta go the Chiefs to win this game. And Patrick Mahomes getting his third trophy. And Lexus says good because Tom picks terrible commercials to be in. What you say about that, Jay?
Yeah.
I like the one when he had him and Gronk. I like the one with him and Gronk. Which one was that? When him and Gronk were like talking about retirement or whatever. I thought it was good.
that one was good. Anything he does with Gronk is
that's his homie.
Gronk's
listen. All right. Heidi's on one. Listen, sorry, I can't stand this shit. He makes every song Broadway sounding when it should be in most movies. I go, ooh, Lin-Manuel.
Oh, wow. I was like, wait. I was like, Patrick Mahomes does what?
She's coming back though. She late to this joint. Yo, listen. I literally LOL'd again. Shout out to Dylan Matthews. Usher's halftime show is gonna be fire if they cross the Taylor once during the halftime show. I swear to God. Let me tell you something right now. His halftime show has the potential to be one of the greatest of all time. However, I said it before and I'll say it again. If this man does not bring out Ludacris, he ain't shit.
Yeah.
If Usher does not bring out Chris Bridges to do the song, I will never forgive him. Ludacris ain't doing shit.
No. Would anybody like to speculate about who Usher will have at his beck and call? Any features? Evan surmises
Ludacris.
Does
Lil Jon?
You have to.
I will swear to God. I will send Usher hate mail once a day for a year.
That song's 23 years old, by the way, if you want to be very Uh-huh.
Watch out, my outfit ridiculous. In the club looking so conspicuous. Wow. These women all on the crowd. What? Come on now, won't stop there to get him in that birthday suits. The man over to the floor and touch the floor. Oh, come on now. He said, let the jack butter took the rolls, then cut and then put him on foot patrol. Yeah, he don't bring that dude out to do that verse. Oh my God. What? That's 16 bars for that ass, boy.
Okay, it was the end of 2003, so technically it's really only 21.
But still.
It hit number 1 February, right around this time.
Look at you being optimistic, D. Matthews.
Does anybody, Alicia and Justin Bieber will be there.
Whoopee ding ding.
Oh, Alicia Keys for My Boo, you mean?
Now, Bieber fever now. I'm all about Bieber fever. Though.
I think if Bieber pulls up, you have to advertise him.
Unless he's really trying to blow the doors off the place, like for real. Unless he really trying to do something that we don't do no more and surprise, I'd pop. I know I'd pop.
Usher's Bieber's guy, man. I mean, he
he's the only reason why we know about Bieber.
So yeah. So and P Diddy apparently bring back.
That's neither here nor there. Diddy's like I have some proclivities that I haven't privied y'all to. Jesus Christ. Him and Vince McMahon at the same hotel at the same time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What in the hell is wrong?
Alicia Keys seems to be the popular choice.
I could care less
about Alicia or Diddy.
Come on, not tomorrow. I don't give a what.
Oh. She's just a girl and she's on fire. Don't ask me my opinion because I've been every time I say I don't like Beyonce or Alicia Keys that much, people are like, what?
Yeah, well, I put it out there. I don't care if there's a sniper about to shoot me right here, right now. I'm not a Beyonce is talented, puts on a good show, but I'm not a fan. Like with all due respect, I just don't. Her music doesn't. It's okay, but I know she has a couple good tracks.
Sure.
Her tickets are unavoidable for people that like her. I don't like that kind of shit. So I can go for days. I don't like that. I don't like that you're not able to watch who you want to watch because you're a fan. That doesn't make any sense to me. What's the point? Oh, these are real fans. I go, oh no, there's a lot of real fans that you never see because they can't afford your ticket. But that's okay. That's fine. I know I'm supposed to be homeless and poor to go see your concert. That's what I'll do. What?
Yes.
What? No. Yeah, so yeah, me too. Me too, Miranda. I like it better with Destiny's Child. Because that, oh, my late days are independent. Oh, yo.
Hands up at me.
Yo, pop quiz. Pop quiz in the chat. What's that song? What's the movie from that song? What's that song? Why did they make that song? What movie was it in? Who are the independent ladies? What's the movie? Trivia. Go, chat. Go.
And you should have 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Oh, it's our time's already expired. Because the latency, I gave them the latency delay. That's yeah, let's go, Lex. Let's go. Let's go. Charlie's Angels, baby.
My favorite Destiny's Child song is still Bugaboo.
It's a banger. It's a banger. Listen. Oh, you know my favorite Destiny's Child song of all time actually is there's a lot. It's actually Bills. It actually is.
Yeah.
I know they hating on the dudes, but I'm just like, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my all the money? I'm like, hell no. Damn. It's like, don't think you do. I'm like, ooh. She goes, and now he asked to use my cell phone. I go, all right, chill, honey. Now you're piling on here. Hey, what if his cell phone ran out of battery? Like easy does it. Like, damn.
Are we just gonna forget? Are we just gonna like gloss over the fact that they have the song Bills, and like then another big hit is Independent Woman? We don't need to talk about all that.
Are we on different sides of the Super Bowl for once?
No, we both picked the Chiefs.
Oh, did you pick the Chiefs too?
Yeah. It's just it's not realistic to favor because everybody wants to make it all about the quarterbacks, which it's never just about that. But if somebody was like, hey, Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick of the draft is going to beat Patrick Mahomes.
It's such a good story.
It is. And I do think there's more talent position by position on the 49ers.
It ain't even close. Bro, it's not even close. They got Chris Jones, the D tackle side. Pacheco's solid. Patrick. Travis is solid. Bro, that squad, Ayuk, McCaffrey.
Absurd.
Listen, Jennings. Damn it. Who else? The hell else they don't got? Debo. Then we go to the defensive side of the ball. Man, they don't go position for position. Let's stop playing with me, man. But at the end of the day, bro, I told you, Spags is going to have something spicy for Purdy tomorrow. He gonna have Purdy seeing ghosts. Yo, Purdy, you on watch, bro. Spags you have to play a perfect game. I hope you been looking at film. Spags gonna have Spagnola. The only man to knock off Tom Brady's perfect season is Steve Spagnola, baby. Let's go.
Ugh.
Let's go. People forget the man that dialed up the defensive scheme that held Tom Brady. I think 14 points?
14.
Woo.
And in these playoffs, Patrick has not played up exceptional to his standards.
And the thing about it is tomorrow is the game where he will. That's the unfortunate part for the 49ers. I can assure you. The cream rises to the top. Ooh, yeah. But, yes, weird news of the day, Jay.
Let's do it. I love the shit.
You ready?
Yeah.
Weird news of the day for Jordan Michael Colson. How about this, Jay? First, I'm going to read the headline, get your quick reaction, and I'm going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Jay, woman tossing trash falls into dumpster, survives getting compacted by garbage truck. What say you?
You're saying so that whole scene in Star Wars, A New Hope, was bullshit?
It happened to her in real life. It happened to her in real life. Look at that. It looks like, oh my.
First of all, that's like a nightmare worthy of like a Saw trap.
Listen, Dylan Matthews, when it's not your time, it's not your time. These are the early reactions, the holy shit, and when it's not your time and not your time. As I go in, listen. A woman fell into a dumpster while throwing out her garbage and was later rescued from a trash truck that had compacted the contents while she was inside. Fire department officials in New Hampshire said. Luckily, neighbors heard her screams, and the trash compartment was equipped with a camera. Oh, that's wild. The driver spotted the woman stuck inside and called 911. By then, the driver had reportedly compacted the garbage 4 times, Jay! Rescuers used a basket ladder to reach to the top of the truck and lift her out. By then, she was standing, talking, and yelling, but not alert enough to answer questions, the news release said. The woman was taken to the hospital after Monday's misadventure. Her name was not released. In 32 years, I've never seen anything like this in my whole career. Battalion Chief Bob Badeau told WMUR TV, it's alarming because you don't really think it's true. What say you?
Is she deformed in any way?
Perfectly fine. She's perfectly fine. He got to 4 compacts. I go, this is a miracle. This literally the trash saved her life, legitimately.
So I'm assuming, and I know it doesn't divulge all the information, but the compactor is pushing the trash in, and she's lodged in between the trash.
Yeah,
but it's still
4 times because like I'm not, dude. One more probably is a done deal.
But wouldn't you think that even like 2 would be an astronomical amount of force?
I have no idea how this woman's alive, bro. Seriously, she didn't lose a limb, a pinky, a toe, a toenail, an eyelash. She literally is perfectly fine. How crazy is this story, dude?
I have just so many questions though. So like, the thing I would first be like, do you think a conversation had to happen where some guy was like, should probably put a camera in there, and someone's like, that's the greatest goddamn idea I ever heard. You never know.
Why is he Southern? Like, why is Southern?
Because every stupid idea that ends up being genius is some maniac. But like, why would you?
I'm putting this in the chat for y'all to read this bad boy. This is wild, y'all.
Somebody give me a good reason in the chat why to put a camera in a trash compactor. Maybe,
yeah, but the real question, the good question coming from Lexi is like, how the hell she fall in?
She had to been like, she reached for something.
No, it's New Hampshire. It's New Hampshire, Lex. See, she's thinking it's from the South as well. Oh no, it's New Hampshire, Manchester.
I was talking about the manufacturing plant when they were building it. Like, only thing.
Yeah, Lexi went deep. She was like, she's definitely Southern.
Was she homeless and was she looking for food? That would make sense.
That makes sense. See, because I was like, why, dude? This ain't the movies. This ain't Three Stooges. How'd you fall in? She's perfectly fine. Check out that story, guys, when you get a second. That's crazy, right?
Is there any opportunity to sue anyone to get some money out of this? Maybe she
she can't get $1. I'll be damned. You ain't getting nothing from the state. You ain't getting nothing.
You shouldn't. That's a great commercial for the camera company whoever made that.
Yeah, but shout out to the camera. Seriously. But bro, the trash compact, he said 4 trash. You could like 4 times straight Star Wars for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the first thing that made me think of. And I'm like, maybe they would have been okay. Now I'm like concerned.
My black ass would have been crunched. I already know it.
In that moment,
I'd have been crunched in there.
How do you persevere? Like, you don't. You're just like, well.
Right. I'm like going to play the lottery or something.
That would be people are like, what's the worst way to die? There's obviously worse ones. Like,
that's pretty bad.
You would just be cognizant of everything happening around you and your impending doom.
Because no one's necessarily sure you're going to die instantly. That could be that. Oh my God, dude. That gives me goosebumps.
They're closing up the shop for the night. They're like, did you check the trash compactor camera one more time? They're like, what?
Is from the South?
We never check that damn thing.
He's from New Hampshire. Do like New England.
Hey, first of all, that black guy was on my yard the other day. Second of all, you check the camera now. Hey, check the damn thing.
Call back.
You want me to check the camera? You check the freaking camera. I got the car. I got to warm up the car.
Did you fucking shoot that guy who was on your lawn? He's like.
You still talking about that? Hey, there's a fucking lady in the trash compactor. Keep going in there.
By the way, the TED show is the best show on television by far.
Oh, is it good?
Better than both the movies. Better.
Damn.
Phenomenal, solid. Seth MacFarlane back in his bag. Absolutely, positively perfection. 8 episodes, 40 minutes each. His best work since first seasons of Family Guy. It's that good. It's that good. It's unbelievable. I never binge watch stuff. We watched straight 8 episodes straight through. Absolutely, positively sensational.
So
Ted Lex, new Ted show on Peacock.
Yeah, I saw it.
Phenomenal. Oh yeah, on Peacock. Check it out. It's an utter masterpiece. Like no joke. The guy that plays the dad steals like every scene. Ted steals every scene. The kid that they picked is unbelievable. It's in the 90s. It's like the perfect era. It's so good. Go watch that. Now they do it like in the 90s. It's like it's young Mark Wahlberg, but this kid destroys everyone. He's better than everyone. He's like literally those 8 episodes are better than 2 movies. Unbelievable. I don't know how you do that. That never happens.
No, that never. That you're saying a lot.
It's by far it's better than both films. Insane. Shout out to Ted.
Is it critically acclaimed?
Yeah. Listen, I could give a damn, but it actually is.
Yeah. No, I don't usually care.
People are losing their mind. Yeah, watch it. It's so damn good. It's so damn good. Oh.
So that lady's not dead.
She's not only not dead, she's perfect.
Interesting. She's gonna actually feel better.
She's not only dead, she has all her mental faculties. She's great.
Okay, who'da thunk it?
Dude, weird news of the week, brother. So ridiculous.
You never miss with those.
How ridiculous is that, though? A trash compactor? Yeah, fell into the garbage, screamed and got let out. Cool. Fell into the garbage, compacted? That's a different story, bro.
Hey, guy that was on my yard. What do you mean weird news? That's what happens in New Hampshire. What are you talking about? Hey, get back here.
Oh, there we go.
I know Seth MacFarlane and Mark Wahlberg are friends, but like that's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite cutaways when Mark Wahlberg's on the street. Hey guys, what's going on?
He's like, huh? What? What's happening? Like, I can't stand this dude, man. Huh? What?
If you can't stand Mark Wahlberg, don't see The Happening because it's maybe the worst acting you've ever seen in your life.
It is. I partly blame M. Night, but it's definitely Mark Wahlberg too. He got exposed. I'm gonna tell you why he got exposed is because M. Night likes doing extreme close-ups. That will expose a lot of actors. That's an M. Night thing. He's literally here. He's right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough for any actor, man.
I'll go, and you're right about that, 100%. I'll go, and I love M. Night.
He's here, Jay. He's here with it.
And I'll go one step farther and say miscasting a science teacher. Mark Wahlberg does not scream science teacher to me. He's like, come on, Jordan, I got range.
And Zoe's like Zoe with her dead eyes.
She's quirky. I'm like, oh.
She has dead eyes all the time.
but Evan, come on. I've been working on my range. I'm a good actor. I'm a science teacher. I'm going to use my brain. I'm going to breathe really hard. There's a twist in the movie, I swear.
What? No. I'm like,
what was the twist? The twist was that there wasn't a
twist. The twist that was that nature was taking over.
But didn't they
nature was claiming back its Earth.
But didn't like halfway through someone say that?
Yeah. No, they said in the beginning of the movie.
So the twist was that there's no twist, or that was the twist?
Because someone said in the very, 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 very beginning of the movie.
My mom was like, come on, guys, what don't you get about it? It was a great movie.
No.
I swear to God, it's great. I'm in really good shape.
What's the topic of the day, brother?
Oh, so
we have covered everyone's world. We have covered the world's problems. That's all I know.
We really do, but since we have been broaching these topics and talking a little bit about, we didn't even talk about Tenet. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Tenet. This is gonna be quick, guys. I have a Tenet update.
You have a bone to pick.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick. Remember, I was going on like my rant about Tenet. It's like, I don't know, it's like the universe likes to piss me off. So there's actually a Tenet update. So let me read y'all the Tenet update. You know, I was going on a rant, and it's so funny because I told you I mentioned Spike, and we always go back and forth about this Tenet stuff and Christopher Nolan being all weird. So there is a Tenet update, and that Tenet update says Christopher Nolan has commented on people that say they don't get Tenet. Christopher Nolan, and I quote, says, "It's not at all comprehensible. With my films, it's not a puzzle to be unpacked, but an experience to be had." What say you, Jay?
I say your whole point is to entertain an audience and to make a work of art, or to make an audience evoke and feel an emotion. And if you're deliberately denying them that, or saying that is not part of the process, then I think you need another medium in which to express yourself. And it just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Because I don't believe, because first of all, I'm gonna keep it real with you. If he said that to me, I'd call bullshit. I go, Mr. Nolan, respectfully, I don't believe you because The Prestige has a point, Memento has a point. I don't believe you. I believe that you didn't know how to finish this movie.
So it can't be that a genius director just had a dud, made a shitty movie, and made a mistake, and can't claim it.
Don't put the onus on us because I've seen your films, and a lot of your films have points, have endings. Don't play, dude. Do not play.
And you're allowed to every now and then make something that isn't good because we're all human, we're fallible. You can just be like, yeah, I missed with that one, or people didn't get it. I needed to do a better job of articulating the point or whatever. And if for those that really want to know, here's what the intention was. But of course, it's open to your interpretation as an audience member. How hard is that?
That's fair.
But when you're
because I don't want you to say he said my films are meant to be. That's cap, bro. You literally have great films. I'll even give you Inception. I'll even give that one, and I hate that, but I'll give it to you. Because he actually explained. He finally explained because someone really pressed him recently, and he was like, the point of the movie is not is not the totem. The point of this movie is that he doesn't care about the totem anymore. And I go, that's fair. That's fine.
Because in his mind,
that's fine.
Yeah,
because he has all that he's ever wanted. That's fine. I'll accept that. So don't pretend like your movies don't have some kind of closure because someone's like, hey, yo, bro, what the hell is Tenet about, man?
I have no goddamn clue. And I had to be
I'm sorry. I call you a smart guy. You went to film school. If you can't tell me what Tenet's about, that's bull. I'm sorry. That movie ain't good then. I'm sorry.
I had to besmirch my Lord and Savior and speak his name in vain to articulate how confused I was by the movie. And
look at Miranda. Confused emoji.
Yeah. I wanted to like it, and then halfway through I was like, you don't even care if I like this.
That's what I said. Dude, I was watching it. I was like, yeah, here we go. Hans Zimmer cooking. And I was like, okay. He's jerking my chain right now. There's some chain jerkage.
I didn't like Oppenheimer either. I thought Christopher Nolan has become so aware of how great he is and how grand he is. And
I'll be watching it next week. It's finally on Peacock next week because I needed to have a mental preparation for this 9-hour movie.
Yeah, bring a couple palate cleansers because it's going to get murky. But like the acting's good. It's just it's just like
it will win everything. I promise you.
You ever eat till you're full, but you have that grandmother that continues to pile it on no matter what? It doesn't mean her food's not good anymore. You just like I know it's good.
Ooh,
I've had enough. And
hell of an analogy.
And now I have diverticulitis, and there's nothing I can do.
Damn, grandma's food analogy.
But look, it doesn't mean that it's not good. It's just, And by the way, Matt Damon is the best part of that movie. But I'm a Matt Damon guy. And you want to know why? Because he's from the New Hampshire area. He's a good actor. Heidi, help us out.
He's like, what? No.
What's going on?
Full disclosure, me and Heidi cannot stand Mark Wahlberg. We'll unpack that another day. We'll unpack it another day. Race relations, Jay. We gonna bookend it with race relations, Daddy. Because I have no idea. Because it's your subject for this week. I have no clue where you're gonna take this. We don't rehearse these ones at all.
So again, this isn't as venomous, as bitey as I thought it would be because this is something that I deal with all the time.
And, doesn't always have to have teeth.
No, and we'll get so.
Barely even friends.
I hope you guys.
Then somebody bends unexpectedly.
I just took my headphones out. And Gabe walked in. I said, "We're gonna get more serious." I took it off, and you're singing goddamn Peebo Bryson again from The Beauty and the Beast, which I want you to do, and I hope you continue to do every episode. Gabe, what's the best Disney song of all time?
Ooh.
What else can I say except Aladdin? Yeah. Which one?
You're welcome.
Oh, you hear what he said?
Oh!
Prince Ali, mighty is he.
Yo, he know the track.
There he is. Baby.
Yo, how do you even tell us your favorite one? Which I know it's Beauty and the Beast, ain't it? What is it? What is it? The one is like, what's that one? How's it go? Is it the one where when she's throwing snowballs at him? You know, when she finally starts to turn the corner for that ugly beast. Is that your favorite Beauty? Is that your favorite Disney song? I could be wrong. You know what's that song? You know what I'm talking about. What's that one when she's out there? Miranda. What's that one when she's out there throwing the snowballs at Beast?
Oh God.
I forget that song. Heidi loves that song. I know she loves that. I know she likes that one. That's when the corner turns.
By the way, nobody said "Let It Go" for their favorite Disney song ever.
Ooh, I'm surprised. Frozen was getting mad love.
Oh,
Frozen was getting love. Bonjour. Oh, Bonjour is my favorite Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, Miranda, that's a banger. But what's that one called, Miranda? Yo, Heidi, what's that one called when she's throwing snowballs at homeboy? It's close. Yeah, she goes. It's close between that one and Bonjour. See, I know my damn wife. Bonjour. The opening track is fire. I would say if I put you up against it, Heidi, I think you like Bonjour probably better than that one I'm talking about. That one sets the tone. You know exactly who Belle is and what she represents. That's a hell of an opening track. Bonjour is a hell of an opening track.
What's the song from Coco that everybody loves so much for the longest time?
Oh, it's a banger too. That movie, man. I did not know how dark that movie was. That movie is beautiful. That's the only movie that makes me feel like it's okay to die, and I never have feeling like that before.
Oh,
that's the only
crossing the Rainbow Bridge. Yeah.
But you get to see all of your family. You know what I mean? Oh, that's beautiful stuff. It really is.
And they're like, we based it on a real woman who's still around, and we gave her nothing. All right.
It's loosely based on. I go, it looked just like her.
No, that looks like the exact person.
It's her. I think she just recently passed away this year. I really do. God rest her soul.
She's like 1,000 years old, but still.
Yeah, she had a good run. I tell you, when you start getting into the 8 decades, I do not cry for you. That's a hell of a run.
Anyway, we can talk about Disney all night. We will again. Don't worry.
Transition. I got sidetracked. Go.
No, I got sidetracked. I need to know what the child thought.
Barely even right. Go.
No, if you're gonna cook, damn it.
Peebo.
I got a little olive oil to put in the pan.
Heidi didn't know. She didn't even know I could do Peebo till the night. She didn't know I could do Peebo.
Oh. You kept it under wraps for 20
I kept it under wraps for 20 years. She's never heard me do Peebo ever. I know she unexpected.
Like Peebo, do you have to make the producers like Peebo? Do you have to make that?
Yo, this is a great question for real. He's like, I have a question. I had a Gabe Grohl with 7 years and about 9 months. Yeah, voice is deeper. His voice is deeper. Look at this. Oh, look at this. I told you she never heard Peebo.
Gabe, Dylan Matthews wants to know how you grew. How long did he ask him?
He said, he goes 7 years and 9 months.
Me?
Yeah. You remember Dylan? The gift goat. Yeah. How old are you now? You just had a birthday. 12 years old.
He's making the transition from a frog to a prince.
So Dylan, it's been a year and a half since you knew who he was.
From a frog to a prince.
I actually have a cooked high top.
Yeah. The hair is.
Oh, yeah, he got an afro. He rocking an afro right now.
He said
barely even friends.
So the question on everybody's mind, and that Evan and I wanted to broach to the chat and to those that are watching the archive. First of all, thank you guys for always rocking with us. It's almost midnight here in the East. But the race relations, we think this is important. And I deal with, I coach almost all of Gabe's sports teams. And that's why he's grown so much and he's on copious amounts of anabolic steroids because I will not be feeding.
You got him on the juice, baby.
I will vicariously through my child, and I will force him to outlive all of my shortcomings
He's on a cycle. He's on a cycle right now.
Okay, what are you on right now? Test, Trembolone, what else? What else? No, Jesus Christ, get back in your room.
Dear God, wait a minute now.
So
Shit.
this comes up a lot with players that I coach. Evan, I know you've even helped me coach before, and you've coached in your own right. You've mentored kids, mentored youth, as we both have. And people are like, well, I know so-and-so's difficult, but they don't have the best home life. And then you're like, okay, then there's also so-and-so who comes from the exact same walk of life, whatever that may be, and they're an angel, or maybe they're just more subdued and they don't act out on it. So I wanted to get in a little bit of a debate, or at least a discussion, about being a product of your environment, nature versus nurture. Do we often in our society, do we excuse bad behavior too much by saying people are products of their environment, or is that something that really does play a major factor. And some people who come from a more advantageous walk of life can never understand, or is it somewhere in between? And then I have a great analogy, but I definitely want to hear what you think first.
Yeah, it's a great question, and I think it's different for different people. But I do believe this. I do believe people that are in an impoverished situation are less likely to succeed. That doesn't mean they can't transcend, but it's harder to do. Opportunities and privilege, and more importantly, money transcends race. And I don't care what anybody says. Classism is way bigger than what color you are. Because, for example, you can still be ghetto as hell, but have money and be in a great neighborhood. There was people, rappers from the hood, they got a whole bunch of money, renting houses out in the Hollywood Hills, still shooting each other. And these rich white people are like, what the hell are they doing? It's because that don't matter about who they are as people. No matter how much money they have or how much money they didn't have, they're still acting like they're in an impoverished situation. What I'm saying that point to say is, when you're in a prominent position, you have better access to school, healthcare, better food, better education, better teachers. By the way, the better neighborhoods and the better places you are, the better educators you have. When you're in like the hoods and things like that, you even have worse teachers. So I'm just saying that makes it harder to transcend. So all the stories you hear, Jay, the LeBron James stories, so-and-so was in Boys and Girls Club. We were just down in Tampa hearing how some of the greatest wrestlers of all time were Boys and Girls Club. Kofi, Boys and Girls Club. Titus, Boys and Girls Club. Xavier, Boys and Girls Club. Transcending that because they had a program. But through all those people I just named, Jay, there's thousands who die in those streets because of the lack of a better situation. I believe being nurtured a certain way, bro, does help. I'm a nurture guy over a nature guy. I believe with the right love and communication, you can transcend a lot of things. But I say it does make it hard, bro. It does make it hard when you're behind the eight ball, so to speak.
Very, very well said. I think the most frustrating part is the parents who mean well, do the best they can. A lot of times it is a single parent, probably one income. And it's like, do I spend time with my kids when they get home from school, or do I go work the second job or stay late at the first job to pay this stupid light bill, to pay the rent? And it's almost like there is almost going to be no way that these kids don't go outside and get mixed up with the wrong crowd. Now, eventually, although a lot of kids stay inside now, and sometimes I'm like, God, they stay inside too much, and their mind melts away from playing too many video games, looking at screens. But then again, I'm like, there are worse things they could be doing. So I'll leave that argument out of it for now. But I think what you said is so poignant and so well said. I also know that a lot of times back in the day, it wasn't just about your parents. The whole neighborhood kind of looked out for the kids, and they knew that there was.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah, and they knew that everybody was kind of struggling together, and it's like, we may fight amongst each other, but the no outsider's going to come in and do anything. Like, the worst thing that may happen is somebody might get a bloody nose, or there might be a fight, but you live to fight another day. But the world's not really like that anymore. So I definitely think if there is like a positive role model in someone's life, or a teacher or a coach or anybody, or like, even if it's not a sport, like a gymnastics coach or like a dance coach or an art teacher or somebody who gives a shit about your kid, man, they should be applauded. And like, it's like, oh, they're underpaid. It's never about the money. It's just about like actually wanting something better, for our society. And it's interesting. Like, obviously anybody who looks at Gabe and looks at me can tell that we look very different. And like his blood family comes from somewhere very different than I come from. But like, and obviously like Evan and I look different, but when you are raised by some people who actually obviously care about you, you often retain some similar qualities, right?
That's why I say nurture, bro, over nature, because how you raise Gabe, and that's nurturing. Yeah. That's not where he was born from someone different. So with your influence in how you have inserted your philosophies into him, I believe he's becoming a better young man, personally.
I appreciate that, and I fully agree. And I also know that he had, before I even came along at 5 years old, he was instilled with a rich lineage of wonderful qualities from his mother, from both his grandparents, Ellie and Gabriel, who he was named after, not his biological father, but his grandfather, and all of his uncles and aunts. And that's one cool thing I got to say that America doesn't do as well as, like, even my time in Mexico. I'm not saying that I know all about the Mexican culture, but from what I've seen, it is still very much, at least like in El Rancho, in the neighborhoods, like the village still raises the child. Everybody knows everybody's kid. Everybody has like deep relationships with all their cousins. Like they know what each other's doing. Sometimes they're a little in each other's business too much. Whereas like at the old white family Colson cookouts, it's like, that's Brian and Natalie. I only see them once a year. Let's have a hot dog and a beer and then get the hell out of here. We'll see you next year. I don't really care.
If that's American culture though. That's American culture. Yeah.
And then like that's I was like, oh, I wish I would have spent more time with those people. It's like, that's what we always say. It's like, and now conversely to all of that, everything you said is such a great point. Do you think that laws that are made in this country, punishments that are dished out for people who break laws, is it a slippery slope to say that there should be some degree of leniency for people who do come from an impoverished place or a broken home? Or is that just too difficult to sort of police? Or does that play a factor more into like when they're juveniles still? Because I think we can both say that obviously does play a role. And
it does. Environment plays a role. I will say this though, as much as I am sympathetic to people's plight, I do not give you carte blanche to commit crimes and blame it on your environment. I just can't do it, man. I'm never ever gonna get there. I can't get there because it still comes down to empathy. I know streets is tough. Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you're an empathetic person, you shouldn't want to hurt another person. Especially someone that looks like you. Especially someone that shares the same skin tone as you and the same culture as you, would be on the same side of the tracks for you because they wear a different color handkerchief than you. You're never gonna make me think that it's okay because you're in an impoverished situation. Oh, the deck is stacked against us. I go, if you know that, it's different when you didn't know it. Our people didn't know. Once you get hip, once you find out you're in the matrix, now it's time to make the move. So it's tough. So hell no, Jay. No lenience. No, I can't do that. No way.
Is it fair to say that even back then they did know that it was stacked against them, but it was so egregious that they were like, yeah, we're not even going to give you a chance to react or do anything right. We're just going to take action and you're screwed. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Fair
so
point.
I understand that because of the way that I look, I'm going to be afforded opportunities that other people wouldn't. I also know that, like, if I go in for a job interview and people see the name Jordan Colson and I walk in and I look like me, there's certain companies that have a picture in their mind of what their CEO should look like. And before that even enters into their thought process, why that probably shouldn't be that way, if someone with equal qualifications walked in and they didn't know it was black, they might be like, oh, I didn't even think about that.
You heard my name and your name, they would think we were probably white guys.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And the best analogy that I ever heard, it's like we took a bunch of kids out onto a baseball field and we said, okay, Gabe, you, Dewan, and Jayon, you guys start at home plate. Evan, Heidi, you guys start at second base. And then Jordan, you start at third. I'm going to hit this ball, and regardless of what happens, you all got to get home and try to score at the same time. And then we did that for the Reach kids back when I had the Reach program. And we put but a mix of each race at each base, so no one felt singled out. But I think they knew what we were going for.
Clever.
And then just said, like, now Jordan's going to get home from third before you guys get home by 90% of the time. There is no way to change the rules. There is no way to. You can complain all you want. You could even cheat the game. You could pick up the base and throw it. You could pick up the bat and hit somebody with it. but then you're going to have to go over there. You'll be out of bounds. You won't even get to play the game anymore.
Damn.
Or you can know that, work harder and say, I'm going to prove it to you. Or what are you going to do about it? And is it fair? Absolutely not. Maybe the person on third base will show some compassion, come back, give you a hand, and come help you. Probably not. There might be a few that would do that. If everybody sort of waited for each other at second, we could probably all score. Probably not going to happen anytime soon. Hopefully, maybe it does. Maybe you could talk to somebody and say, "Hey, wait for us. We'll be there in a minute." We might even have to think of a better way we can all get home. But in reality, that's probably not going to happen. And for it to be any different, and you can hope that it's going to get different, but you're really just going to have to probably say, what can I do? That's why the only reason I like the movie $1 Million Baby, there's a scene where Hilary Swank's getting her ass kicked, and Clint Eastwood's like, you're getting your ass kicked. You know why that's happening? She's like, no, why? He's like, because she's more experienced and she's a better fighter than you. And she's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, what are you going to do about it? You get your ass kicked, you're going to punch back. I mean, we know it's not fair. But and that's another reason. One of the best things I ever heard Gabe's mom say to him, and she said, like, whether it's fair or not, you have to set a better example, because people are not only going to look at you a little bit differently than they do other people, but some people are going to be so narrow-minded. And she didn't say it in a negative way. She said they're going to think that you represent all of those people, or that might be the only example they ever see of someone that looks like you.
Absolutely right.
And in their mind, they might say, oh, well, people that look like that act this way.
Absolutely right.
Rather than do just enough or settle, you're going to be better than that. And it doesn't mean you're better than them. It just means you're going to hold yourself to a higher standard. I'm lucky, though. I got one of the best kids of all time, so it makes it
very well said, brother. I've very good advice too. I've heard so many, man, bro, you have no idea how many times my wife's like, man, Evans, he's different. You know what I mean? Because I know, and she knows what they're trying to say. Like, this is not what I expected at all. He's still young, though. I don't care how big he get. I still dunk on his ass.
Heidi said that's not Gabe. Yeah, how many times have I even told you, and I'm sure you've heard it even more, how many times have they said, oh, well, Evan's one of the good ones?
He's one of the good ones, isn't he?
One of the good ones. One of the good what now?
Wait a minute, Heidi Mack, are you saying that's not him, as in that's not Gabe? Or are you saying he's not Hemi Neutron? Are you saying he's not Hemi Butler? Which is it, Heidi Mack? Clarify. Got to be very careful these times. She said that's not him. I go, wait a minute now. Hold on a second. Well said, though, brother. That's a good talk.
This is the MVP of the Under-12 Casa Soccer League tournament.
All right, now you're going.
Now you're going too easy. He's like, now you're going too far.
The champion goalie, the leading scorer on his basketball team, the 4-1 Panthers. Come on now.
You're going to my toe like crazy.
Before we sign off, though, I need Gabe and Chad, please chime in. Gabe has these words that he says, and I don't know if I'm getting old or kids are getting weirder.
It's that second part.
I'm gonna ask Evan what this word means, and then Gabe will confirm. Evan, do you know what a glizzy is?
Hell no. That sounds like a sexual act at the end of a porno.
No. It's a hot dog.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. Yes or no, chat. Go. What does it mean? Is that a flavor of a donut?
No, it's a hot dog or some like. Or you could say, "Oh, you like glizzies," which means like
project your voice. It's a hot dog.
It's a hot
dog. Not a metaphorical phallic symbol for a hot dog.
Hot dog. Like,
it's a real hot dog. Why?
Hey, children! Just say I want a hot dog.
Where does that come from? Is it Minecraft?
If you say Fortnite, I will jump through this screen.
No, they use it for like a gun too, but they call that a glizzy.
I hate you, children. You better do a hymn. Okay, you better do a hymny metaphor. Do a hymny metaphor. Make up a hymn.
Gabe likes to be referred to as him Duncan.
Oh, I like that. Him Duncan from now on. So a glizzy is a hot dog
or a gun. That's a pretty big spectrum.
What?
Or a wiener, like an actual wiener.
Okay, see? So it is what Evan said.
It is a sex act. I was right.
You're perverse. You children are perverse.
What's next?
Like if you're like munching on some hot dogs, I'm gonna call you like a glizzy gladiator or glizzy gobbler.
I hate you, children.
Do they still say W Riz?
No. Please no.
What the hell is that?
I don't want to talk about it. We don't talk about
the greatest word. The greatest word that me and you say more than probably every other word. W Riz is like basically saying like you're charismatic.
But like with the people like
with women.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
I mean.
What other words do you guys use that I always
World
say?
is going to hell in a handbasket.
I'd say you're glazing my.
You're glazing my jaw.
Yo.
Now that sounds perverse.
All right.
That's a sexual reference.
No. When I'm like when I say LeBron's my glorious king, I say that. They say I'm glazing LeBron. Like when
You're glazing LeBron because they can't say that. Oh, you like LeBron a lot.
Oh yeah, you can't just say that. Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Like if you say something like I don't know, like
how would Evan, if you
God.
like if you think something's like not good, what would you say?
It's not good.
Okay, so you'd still thank God. There's some sanity left in this universe.
there's still hope. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Why do you like rap that's either like very lyrical and good or like so stupid that it's funny, but it's like a 10-hour loop of the same shit?
Like jump in the house.
Jump in a house. Does anyone know who Playboy Cardi is?
Yeah, he's some fuckface that I heard once or twice.
Okay. I can't tell if they ironically now. And I don't like they're like,
why am I
this is mad fire, isn't it? But I know they don't actually think that.
I'm not trying to be racist, but why am I so black?
You look black as hell in this damn stream.
You're not in the
I say it before and I say it again. Listen, if I told people you were my kid, they wouldn't bat an eye. They'd be like, yeah, he black, you black, it works. He's probably mixed with something. Yeah, that's it. Listen, yo, hey, AK, we getting old. Listen, Wonder Bread, we getting old, brother. We getting old, man.
If you have any questions for a 12-year-old, you want to know what stuff means that your kids are saying.
Yeah, David Perry Jr., you pulling up way too late. The show's over. Sucker MC.
The archive will be up momentarily, but still,
DP. But damn.
I see that David Perry comes in the chat the same way he comes in the Kick Rocks podcast. Guns blazing.
Exactly. Freaking light skin Phantom of the Opera. He throw like 15 things at a wall and it picks up on the mic. He's like, my bad. I was just, I don't know, rummaging through some clothes for a second. I was like, you missed a hell of an episode, DPJ. Barely even friends. Then somebody bends.
That's what you missed. 2
hours.
You
missed me doing Peebo Bryson, DP.
You didn't think you were getting that, and you missed Gabe's greatest hits. Gabe is now 35 years old. Gabe has a kid on the way. I want to congratulate Gabe on his first child.
Mazel tov.
He's divorced. Yeah, it's been a tough time for both of us.
I think I have 3 though. I don't know if it's confirmed though.
Yeah, that's okay.
Look at the young boy looking like a young old boy.
I don't want to.
Yo, this show is over, man.
To everybody that pulled up, man, we so greatly appreciate you. The best thing you can do if you want to support the show is obviously like and subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you want the audio, if you want the video, it's on Twitch, it's on YouTube. We did not do Instagram Live tonight. I'm in an undisclosed location, but usually you can find it there too. But all over the place, it keeps growing. We appreciate it. And the best thing to do, guys, is it's like bring a friend to work day, bring your child to work day, and bring a friend with you. Tell them to like the show. We know it's a 2-hour show and we talk shit live the whole time.
5 stars, please.
You don't have to stay for the whole time.
David Perry just flooding. What is it? Y'all need that fire intro and outro music. We're working on it, man. We live streaming, man. So that's appreciate all y'all for real. JMC, as always, it's been a pleasure. Everybody enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday if y'all getting into something. If not, enjoy that game. Appreciate y'all, man.
Even friends.
Then somebody brings. He said
unexpectedly.
He said,
Peebo, do you have to make those facial expressions when you're singing?